Hello, welcome back to How About That Crypto. You are watching your daily crypto news and updates with your host, Bitcoin Stylist on Twitter and Bitcoin Hairstylist on Instagram. I'm here Monday through Friday, and I explain crypto and Web3 while keeping you up to date on the latest. Well, the reality is I'm here almost daily. All right, so today's news stories are crypto adoption, major financial institutions, or as we like to say in crypto, TradFi, as in traditional finance, players are moving into the space to compete with the likes of Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Binance. Citi continues its expansion into crypto, and more investments are being raised by crypto firms and investments from TradFi into crypto. What does all this mean? Not to worry, I'll explain it all. But first, if you like or don't like the content, please let me know by leaving a comment below. If you're listening on podcast, please give me 5 stars and follow me. If you're watching on YouTube, please smash that subscribe button, ring the bell to help support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Just to be clear and litigious, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You can use the links below to do your own research. All right. So it's a bloodbath out there. I did make a nice little profit recently. I was trading on SHIB's price jump because Elon Musk said that he's still buying Doge, and SHIB and Doge seem to bounce a little bit together. But that was only like 30 bucks. Anyways, so despite the prices being down and the bloodbath is that is not over, as in the bloodbath of all the crypto collapses and everything, I have some great news for you today. I have been discussing the need for banks, TradFi institutions, and publicly traded companies to get into the space. So like, what is needed for these players to get into the space? And I talked about that a little yesterday. Go back and watch that. It's only 6 minutes video, but I only talk about one piece of the puzzle. And so Citadel Securities continues its foray into crypto. Yes, that's right. Citadel Securities, they are the largest market maker in the USA, executing 25% of US listed options volumes and settling trades of 1/3 of all retail investments like you and me. So every 3 trades that you and I make are going through Citadel Securities. Needless to say, they are one of those behind the scenes major players because they're settling trades between exchanges. All right. So the owner of the company is King Griffin, who called crypto a jihadist call against the US dollar, seemingly not a crypto fan. He's also one of the villains in the Wall Street Bets GameStop short squeeze. Citadel Securities bailed out Melvin Capital, which is a hedge fund, after they used predatory practices to drive GameStop into bankruptcy. Citadel is in bed with Robinhood, who halted trading during this time. This resulted in tons of losses for people like you and me. And there are concerns that there was some shady shit going on between Robinhood and Citadel behind the scenes. Of course, those are theories. Nothing has been proven. I'm just giving you the gist of who this Citadel is. Citadel also beat out the Constitution DAO that was trying to buy one of the last remaining US constitutions. And no, I'm not talking about the one here in DC. I think there were 7 original versions. I don't know how many are still around. But there's definitely one other one, and that got sold. I think it was a Sotheby's, actually. This is where Ken Griffin realized the power and the amount of money to be made in crypto. It is after this that he said in an interview, which I reported on, that he was wrong. And that's a big deal, I feel like, for somebody who is like super high powered, has heads of states and all over the world to be able to talk to. You could get a phone call with so many powerful people and decision makers. So it's pretty awesome to hear him turn around and on live and on a network. I think it was CNN, maybe. Like, he was like, I'm wrong. I was wrong about crypto. And now he has teamed up with a crypto firm. And here is the update. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So if you're listening on podcast, you can use the link below, and or you can just follow on. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So author Ian Allison reports for CoinDesk. Citadel Security is building a crypto trading marketplace with Virtu Financials, or Virtu Financial, say sources. The effort also includes Citadel's recent VC backers, Sequoia and Paradigm, with more trading firms to come, according to a source familiar with the plans. All right, so I found this in Bloomberg as well. So if you're doubting this, it is not just in a crypto news publication, but this had a little more information. This article was a little bit better. So I'm just going to read you a couple of things from here. U.S. electronic trading giant Citadel Security is building a cryptocurrency trading ecosystem with the help of high-frequency trading and market-making firm Virtu Financial, as well as venture capital firms Sequoia Capital and Paradigm, according to a source familiar with the plans. Citadel Securities is a sister company to hedge fund giant Citadel. The firms in Citadel Securities' initial consortium will be joined by additional wealth managers, market makers, and other industry leaders that are expected to join the marketplace ahead of launch, the source adds. So what is this saying? It's basically saying that they've teamed up. Sequoia Capital is this massive company with a ton of money under management. Let's check them out. Let's look them up real quick. Sequoia, there it is, venture capital company. And we'll just go look for the Wikipedia page. So this is a little bit of how I do research here. Wikipedia has a bunch of links you can jump off, but if you're looking for like a Sequoia Capital, if you're looking for like a piece of information, you can always just go ahead and take Wikipedia's word for it, but you can also click on these little numbers next to each statement to check the validity of it. So it says here, Sequoia Capital is an American venture capital firm. The firm is headquartered in Menlo Park, California, and mainly focused on the technology industry. Sequoia manages investments, including funds specific to India and Southeast Asia, Israel, and China, in addition to the US. The firm has offices in Menlo Park, Singapore, Bengaluru, Mumbai, New Delhi, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Beijing, London, and Tel Aviv. And it doesn't say how big they are here. I don't know why. Let's see, investments. And it doesn't say. Anyway, I know that they are big, and let's just see. Sequoia Capital assets under management, $80 billion. Okay, so big players. All right, so let's go back to our story. So they've teamed up with these major players, and they are building a cryptocurrency trading ecosystem. Now I'm going to go down here, the third paragraph. This marketplace is intended to create more efficient access to deep pools of liquidity for digital assets. So a group of industry leaders are working closely together to facilitate the safe, clean, compliant, and secure trading of digital assets. So that says a lot right there. One, it's a marketplace to be more efficient. We are having liquidity issues in the crypto space. Different exchanges have their own liquidity, and this would create a third-party liquidity market maker, and that should help the industry. Now, I think it's interesting because it says a more efficient access to deep pools. So it sounds like Coinbase and the other crypto exchanges could potentially plug into these pools to provide more liquidity, meaning that if someone dumps a large amount of trades on one exchange, the prices would necessarily skyrocket on that exchange. Or collapse on that exchange, it would be balanced over a larger sector of the market of all the trading volume. So liquidity is really important. Okay, so and then also safe, clean, compliant. So there is definitely anticipation of regulation and legislation that is going to come. So they're making these moves in anticipation of what the rules are going to be, and they're trying to be as compliant as they can to the current rules. They also have an inside line to regulators and legislators because they are Citadel Securities, like I said earlier, 1/3 of all retail individual trades and 25% of all options trades. So they're a big deal, and so this is a big deal. All right. I think it's a big deal because you got not only have a major player, but major players are going to bring their experience and expertise in making markets. And which means that if they're involved, then their customers could be involved. If their customers are involved, then I go back to that number, 1/3 of all individual trades and 25% of options. If we can get a piece of that into crypto, that could create a ton of capital inflows, which causes the price to go up. All right, so next paragraph here, paragraphs 4 and 5. The current crypto market structure is deficient and inhibits wider adoption from a lot of investors. So I've reported on this before. If I talk to a lot of my clients, and a lot of them, they're interested in crypto, but they don't really have access to it, and they don't feel like giving up their social and their banking information to open up another account with a DeFi or centralized fund. Anyway, a crypto exchange. They don't want to give up all that information, go through the KYC, know your customer, and AML, anti-money laundering stuff. So they are just going to wait until they can access it through their current accounts. I mean, held at Charles Schwab, Fidelity, JP Morgan, Citigroup, and so this is a really big deal. I mean, it does inhibit adoption from a lot of investors. There's a lot of friction, a lot of learning how to do it. So if you could access these assets through your current banking system, you're more likely to allocate even a small percentage. I mean, if people put 1% of their assets in that have not been in 1, 2, 3%, I mean, that could be a massive amount of money, because the majority of people do not buy crypto. Numbers say it's in between like 15 and 25% of US adults have purchased crypto. So that's an important part. So it says, okay, it's more of a crypto trading ecosystem or marketplace than an exchange. It's going to take on the exchanges by building a better mousetrap. I'm not really sure what mousetrap means. So mousetrap, financial terminology. So we get mousetrap definition. What does mousetrap mean? Slang: to trap or snare, traffic cops. No, that's not it. A better mousetrap. There we go. How do you earn better investment returns for retirement? The short answer: you must find a better mousetrap. In the current economic environment, finding a better mousetrap to prevent infestations inside your investment portfolio can be challenging. Concerns over the COVID Delta variant, rising inflation, Federal Reserve policy tapering, and geopolitical tensions remain looming in the background. However, the economy continues to expand at a healthy pace. Interesting. So it means, I don't even know. Anyway, but the important part of this that I do know is it says it's more of a crypto trading ecosystem or marketplace and exchange. They are going to take on the exchanges. Okay. In the next paragraph, a second person told Coinbase that Citadel Securities had been quietly hiring executives to build out a crypto trading stack. A third source said the firm is in discussions about a huge amount of systematic internalizing involving Citadel's sister companies. Basically, they're building out the infrastructure, they're building out services, they're building out products, everything they need to be able to capitalize on crypto the way they have been capitalizing in traditional markets. If this isn't bullish to you, please tell me why. This is some of the most bullish news I've read in a while. This makes me feel good about crypto, and I am going to move on to our next story. Please leave me a thought and comment in the and below in the comments section. I'd like to hear from you. Okay, so moving on, the investments continue coming in from TradFi. This is what we want. If you are in now, this is what you want. Not financial advice, but think about it. If I'm in crypto before the banks and the coins are adopted or giving access to the customers by traditional financial institutions or TradFi institutions, this means that many more people can put money into crypto. If they can, a percentage of them are very likely to do so. The more people buy, the more price goes up. Plus, I am in before the banks. How can I not win? Oh, I know how I cannot win. I could sell my crypto and then I can't win. Regulation or legislation comes along that bans it or suffocates the industry. Then I won't win unless I sell my crypto, but I'm not going to. World War III or some crazy black swan event that shuts down the internet or shuts down the electrical grid. I think all that will either not happen or get worked out. If the black swan events occur, I have stored in a secure remote place, silver dimes, silver bullions, gold bullion, and some getaway US dollar cash. I can only access it through jumping through a bunch of hoops, and it's there just in case the worst happens. This should give my wife and I a fighting chance. So we have canned food, bottled water. I don't own any guns or ammo, but maybe I should. But we do have knives, a machete, and a baton. This is close combat, though. Anyway, I digress. Once you have your hedge against the worst, then you can stop worrying about it. Just like I'm not going to worry about the worst because I feel like I got something to set me up for that. And it's not going to like win me through it, but it'll give me a chance. And you can focus on the most likely thing to happen. And based on the information I report and consume, the most likely thing is that if TradFi is rolling in, the odds are very good. So if the banks are rolling in, the odds are good that crypto is going to be adopted. It's going to be intertwined with our lives, businesses, governments, and banks. So let's talk about that. Businesswire.com shares the press release from Citi titled, Citi partners with metaco to develop institutional digital asset custody capabilities. So I think this is a really big deal. TradFi institutions building out the infrastructure to participate in the crypto space. This gives us a peek into the future of what is to come. Remember, these people have the ears of regulators and legislators. So if they're getting in, there's a good chance that it's because they know something that maybe we don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to make any conspiracy theories anyway. So who is Metaco? Let's switch over to this article here. It says Metaco is an orchestration system for digital assets, from cryptocurrency custody and trading to tokenization, staking, and smart contract management. The platform seamlessly connects institutions to the new world of decentralized finance. So basically, this is a portal for other banks and institutions. It says for banks and financial service providers, custodians, exchanges, brokers, asset managers, corporations, qualified investors. Not for regular individuals. This is just for institutions so that they can offer these services and be a portal into the space. I think this is really awesome and really cool, important thing that's happening. But real quick, I just want to read something here. This collaboration brings together Metaco's technology and digital solutions with Citi's expansive custody network to develop a platform to enable clients to store and settle digital assets seamlessly and securely. Citi intends to fully integrate Metaco's bank-grade digital asset custody and orchestration platform, harmonize into its existing infrastructure to develop and pilot digital asset custody capabilities. Basically, all this says is we're combining our technology with Citi. Citi is really big, and Metaco has bank-grade digital asset custody, so it's a good partnership. And then it also goes down, we are witnessing the increasing digitization of traditional investment assets along with new native digital assets. So what does that mean? Increasing digitization of traditional investment assets. So you're going to see stocks could be tokenized and turned into digital assets so that they can be traded 24/7 all around the world. That means more capital can access US companies. And it also means that traders are never going to be able to sleep because there's no opening bell and closing bell. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But also things like titles and to your home or to your car, that could be digitized. So And then native digital assets mean digital assets native to the crypto space. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, NFTs, blah, 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 stuff like that. So we are innovating and developing new capabilities to support digital asset classes that are becoming increasingly relevant to our clients. So this is super big. Citigroup is on board. Citigroup is massive. They have a ton of customers. Enabling this infrastructure, building this infrastructure by creating these partnerships is going to help their customers get access to this space and for them to provide solutions for their customers. All right. What do you think about this? Do you think this is a big deal? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Moving on. Okay. So now we discussed the capital coming into the markets. If crypto can still attract capital investment in the midst of this bloodbath we are experiencing in crypto right now, then that is a good sign. Maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe it wouldn't be a good sign if it was just you or me investing, you or I investing, but accredited investors and TradFi institutions are investing. This is very positive. Author Danny Nelson reports for CoinDesk. Prime Trust raises $107 million with eyes on crypto IRA tokenized asset products. I just want to read you something here. Crypto infrastructure company Prime Trust said Wednesday it raised $107 million in Series B funding as it looks to broaden its product categories, including crypto retirement products and asset tokenization. A Las Vegas-based company has already forged a handful of deals that bring crypto to retirement investors, most notably via Swan Bitcoin Individual Retirement Account IRA, with more competitors, including Fidelity, making access to crypto and retirement investing easier. Prime Trust efforts is slated to accelerate with its bear market cash in hand. So if crypto companies are able to raise money in the midst of a bear market, that is a very good sign. That means that where they're putting their money, you should probably be putting their money too. It also should give you some confidence in the market. Okay, let me know what you think about this. Leave a comment below. And moving on, our last story of the day, author Yogita Khatri reports for The Block. Citigroup, Wells Fargo join $105 million round for crypto infrastructure firm Talos. So now we got big players involved in this one. So let's jump down. So Talos is a crypto trading infrastructure firm that provides tooling for, all right, let me, hold on, right here. Sorry. Growth investor General Atlantic led the round with Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Strategic Capital, BNY Mellon, DRW, SCB10X, Stripes, Voyager, and others joining as new investors, Talos announced on Tuesday. Previous investors, including Andreessen Horowitz or A16Z, PayPal Ventures, Castle Island Ventures, and Fidelity Investments, also participated in the round. The round brings Talos valuation to $1.25 billion. The firm raised $40 million at Series A round last year. Talos provides tooling for institutional crypto investors across pre-trade execution and post-trade stages. Samar Sen, head of Asia Pacific at Talos, told The Block in an interview, in the pre-trade stage, the firm aggregates liquidity from multiple venues, including exchanges and over-the-counter trading desks. For the execution stage, Talos uses algorithms and smart order routers on its platform. And on the post-trade side, the firm provides settlement service. So basically, it sounds like they just provide all these tools to help with the trading and settling of cryptocurrency. So what do you think about all this? I think this is all incredibly bullish. I think this is super huge. I think this is something to give you a good feeling today about crypto. I can't promise the prices will come down more, so be prepared for that. But if you're thinking 2 to 5 years, I think you're good. Not financial advice, but what do you think? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Have a good day. Hodl on.